When we had last left the Spacefarer, they continued their adventures on Paradiso, where they stole secret tea recipes and used them to create coffee, but not really, because that was up to Kumar, who honestly didn't really seem up to the job. And then they explored more around the area, doing a little favor for whoever may need it, and also uncovering that Paradiso kind of expectedly treated all of their employees like dog shit and had a great big fucked up place for them all to live while they worked there. But strangely enough, there wasn't really anything that they could do about that. Now, however, it was time to set their sights on other sites. This is Starfield. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop, zoop. There we go. Now, I do think we ought to clear out this liver pate situation right before I accidentally eat it. And also, in between videos, I went and did a little bit of inventory management, as I said I would. Just a little bit. And also modified some of our weapons a smidge. As well as our, our backpack, I think. Right? I don't think we had any mods on it. Or maybe it was the hat. I think it was the backpack. Anyway, we did that. Let's see, let's head on out. Let's go look for this liver pate delivery at the clinic. Which, honestly, I thought we would have gone to as part of the UC Vanguard arc. You know? But maybe we're actually going to do it as part of the Freestar Collective, Freestar Rangers arc. Which we, oh my gosh, which we should consider beginning that before too long as well. Is there anywhere else on the planet?
Orbit steady.
Like anywhere else on the planet that we should go to? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, you know what we ought to do? We ought to go over to the Red Mile. And, oh, fuck. Okay, it's over here, isn't it? Oh, fucking A, where is the Red Mile? Is it one of these? Which one of these has the Red Mile on it? Fuck, it's none of that. Maybe it's this, Parima 3. Yeah, there we go. Because we can actually... Isn't there a trade authority there that we can sell our illegal cargo to, right? Well, shit, I'm not sure anymore. Is there? Nonetheless, we can run the Red Mile once real quick. We kind of got the means to do it fast enough. There we go, and apologies as well.
If you want to try the Red Mile, well,
I am still a little bit crestfallen, as it were. So apologies if there's any signs of me not being down to fucking party. A complicated place in our society. There we are. Good, good, good. And this wasn't actually the trade authority, was it? But could we sell a bunch of stuff to Lon anyway?
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't. We can't at
Good
fucking
luck
all. Oh, it was the bartender, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the bartender. Alright.
Can I get you something while you wait for the next run?
I'd like a drink.
I'll keep pouring them as long as you're still standing of your own accord.
Okay. Do you have anything particularly weird? Do you got like some med packs I could buy? Oh, you got 4 of them. I'll take it. Okay. And then let's sell off some miscellanea. There we go. And then one of them. Great. Should we take the hit on this just to clear it out of our... Yeah, let's do it. That's a good idea. Alright. Good talk.
Come and see me if you need anything else.
Okay. And then...
All are welcome at the Red Mile.
Okay, great. I want to run it.
Of course. Certainly. But first there's...
Okay. Yeah, I'm sober. I'm ready to go.
Well, then you're on. I wish you good fortune out there.
Okay, thank you, May. Fucking May. What the fuck?
I don't get paid to be nice.
I get paid to put down any vermin that tries to start something here.
I'll get paid to play nice. Their voice modulation is so wild to me.
Lighthearted wagers are fun, but this is serious business gambling. Too risky for me.
I have something very special to share with you all. Our perilous Red Mile attracts the most fearless thrill seekers in the galaxy, competing for your enjoyment.
There won't be reactivity to my quest progress, huh?
Team's runner can pull off another victory today.
Okay.
So consider the odds when placing your bets.
I thought maybe they would say something like, we were at the forefront of the Terramorph eradication squad or whatever.
And let loose our fearless contender.
What the hell are you looking at? That piss me off. Fucking A. It's like they got such a kick out of doing the power armor voice modulation in 4 and 76 that they were just like, fuck it, let's just crank it up to fucking 11. How fucking kooky can we get with this? Alright. Last chance. Okay, let's make sure we're tracking it as well. There we go. Which one has our amps on it? 6. Okay. That'll do. I forget, has Barrett run the Red Mile with us yet? I think he has. His gambling situation voice line rang a bell, but maybe I'm just tripping. Alright, here goes nothing. There we are. Oh. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. That wasn't too bad. Welcome to the fucking Red Mile. Shit's blowing up all around. Oh god, am I like encumbered right now? Jesus, I am. Oh, did I break like my body? Yeah, I dislocated a limb. Oh my god, okay. Well, we haven't had that one happen. That's a pretty fucking bad one to get. Let's see. Do I have any like limb regrowth? Yeah, there we go. Immobilizer. Good. You just spray it on there. Fantastic. Get some more drugs going. Great. Ugh. Getting shit uponst. A letter to Sylvia. Sorry, Sylvia. Not today. Okay. Head on up this way. Oh, there's actually a light on over here. I never noticed this. Is there something good in here? Or maybe I have noticed this before. Maybe I'm tripping major balls. Impact grenade. Okay. Good, good, good. Yep. Okay. Cool. Push button. Sounds like a little nasty creature too. Hears you whenever you do it. Let's see, what do we have in our pickup here? Some garbage. Should I even take it? Nah, I'm not even gonna take it. Oh shit, they're farting on me. Okay. Good. God. Could you imagine if you just fast travel it this whole time? You're just like able to him with the Starfield special. You just reduce the entirety of the Red Mile to a load screen? Fucking A. Alright. Up here. Oh shit. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with the injury barks. Alright, nearly there. Oh, getting a little framey there. Okay, it's fine. Barrett, what's going on back there? What the fuck are you saying, dude? Okay. There we are. Nailed it, easy. Red mile, red schmile. Alright. I'm surprised they didn't have it tuned to where the red mile always scales to your player level. Or even, like, changes, depending on how many times you've run. Because they do have a tracker for how many times you've run the red mile, you know? They are tracking that stat in some capacity. And they do have the ability to do level scaling. Well, that's it, do they? Fucking do they? Is there evidence of any level scaling whatsoever in Starfield? Did they just... Maybe it doesn't exist in Creation Engine 2. Could you imagine that? It just straight up doesn't exist anymore? That would be absolutely buck wild. Alright.
Thinking of having another go at the Red Mile? Our champion returns.
God, it's like she wants to murder me every time.
I'm very impressed with your continued victories here.
She's the final boss of the last Red Mile run.
I hope to see you return again.
Okay. Good. Is old stinky guy Donovan over here?
Live up to my legacy. No one's ever come close. Maybe someday. I've seen you run. Not bad. You have a ways to go if you want to beat my record. If you're not afraid, maybe May will give you a chance.
Okay.
Cheers.
So, Donovan, you ever think about getting
I think
back
we've heard
in
this
the mine?
before. Hey. Alright. Let's head on out to the liver pate deliveries site. The clinic. We'll formally lift off the ship, just in case it can get a little something. Oh, can I just... Yeah, there we go. Skip through all that.
Matter how long we're gone, it's always good to be back.
Let's also take a little power nap. Why not? Here we are, down this way. Good.
Oh, good, you're up. Let's just pick a star and go. What do you think?
Okay, let's go to not a star, but a star ship. No, that's not even a ship. A star station. I feel like every time they would call it like a spaceship in Starfield, they should be called starships. Space stations should be star stations. You know? Because after all, instead of even calling it space, we call it Starfield, right? It stars all the way down and up. Okay, let's see here. Let's track this. Good. Set a course. Good. Lovely. Get that turned in. That way we don't have to worry about eating this liver pate or whatever. And then maybe we head over to Neon, right? I'm kind of down for some Neon shenanigans. Ooh, or maybe Akila. Yeah, I think, yeah, we went to Akila before Neon.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Yeah, let's go to Akila, actually. I'm very much down for that. Okay. Hello, the clinic.
Welcome to the clinic. If you have a medical emergency, please use priority docking.
Alright. Good. You would think that they would have even more docking ports, though, huh?
Nice clean dock.
That's, I guess, they're a little bit of a high-intensity care place, right? So maybe they aren't just taking anybody. Okay, let's board immediately.
I have something for you.
Oh. Barrett, what is it?
Sorry. I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help?
What do you got for me? Or do you have anything for me?
Thought you'd never ask. Here, all yours.
Reuben. Okay. Let's see.
Having a good one?
The laser just like cutting across the view here. Right from the turret. Holy shit.
Pardon?
It really adds to the hellish vibe.
You catch my Ben nodding off. Give him a good smack for me. The man means well, but he's just so tired these days.
Okay, Rebecca, guess what? I got your liver pate.
Keep an eye on these doctors, or they'll work themselves to death.
I've got the dish you asked for.
Oh, goodness. I can't thank you enough for this. Now, I'll make sure this gets to him, and I know he'll be thrilled. Really, you've done a good thing here today.
Okay. Great.
Stay healthy.
Okay. Here, should I also drink one of my many teas? Feel like I ought to. There we go. Wow, it's only for 15 minutes. Fucking A.
You know, if you go out there with no helmet on, your head will totally
Oh. Ship tech.
Need some work done? Hey, what can I do for you?
Hang on, let's take a look at your ship tech situation here.
Sure, have at it.
What all do you have any, like, unique pieces? Actually, hang on. Oh yeah, I can't even buy ships from you. Huh. I can only look at your parts. Okay. Shipbuilder, and let's see here, add. Do you have anything particularly cool or horrible or nice? Various reactors. Nothing too good. Okay, Hope Tech, Stroud, Tayo. Various Habs. None of the big thick ones either. Right? I'm quite spoiled by having seen the big thick ones. Okay. Anything else here of interest? We could get more fuel, just strap it on there. Probably not. Probably fine. Various cockpits. Okay. Oh. Polo. It's got horsepower? Huh. Oh, right. All of these are named after either... Yeah, it is interesting that this is the case. But a lot of these, I guess aside from the Stormax, but a lot of these are named... Well, maybe... Okay, so these are Protectorate and these are Panoptes. Right, so... Yeah, Panoptes are named after real-life explorers, right? Like Vasco da Gama, Marco Polo. And then the Protectorate Systems ones are named after types of sailing ships. The Galleon and the Caravel. Okay. Neat. Not that that really does us any fucking good, huh? Right? Who gives a shit? Alright, let's get out of there. Good talk. There we go. Go back to the cockpit. Yeah, let's go to Akila. I think we still have some quests we could look for and hunt down at New Atlantis. Because we haven't really fully sifted through the entirety of New Atlantis, I don't think. I mean, maybe we have, but I haven't done, like, my own sort of signature look through every fucking building meticulously just to be sure. Okay. Let's see. So where is Akila at? That's, like... Cheyenne, right? There we are. Good. There's a bunch of stuff going on the moons here, too. Or at least it looks like it. Okay. There we are. Do a little landing. Unaligned thieves and murderers are sometimes termed spacers. They're an unorganized but very real threat while exploring. That reminds me, I still want to start reading through the help menu. Need to keep reminding myself to do that. I want to, like, have it to where our reading at the end of the video is just one of the help menus. I'd very much be down for that. Okay, let's do a save here. Barrett, what do you make of this? It's Akila. What more do you want? Probably a lot more. It's pretty wild, the state of it. There's just an Ashta, like, roaming into the city. Uh-oh. Look at it. It's just over here, dude. It's screaming at those people. We're at Barrett. Oh shit, they can't handle this. Shit, it's up to Barrett.
Love it.
Alright, Barrett, I'll help.
My favorite part.
There we go. Jesus. It just got up in here, huh?
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
Jesus. Okay. Can I sell anything cool off here? Sell off that impact grenade. Got some weapons, right? We could get rid of. Yeah, like this Bridger. Could get rid of these. These old skip shot units, right? Every fourth shot fires 2 projectiles at once. Feel like we're starting to outdo them. Certainly this we can get rid of. We'd be selling at a loss, but fuck it. There we go. Okay. What was that Laredo quest? Yeah, the Great Laredo Caper. Maybe we do that. Because they seem to be a gun manufacturer that... Well, we haven't really done anything with any of the gun manufacturers, I don't think. Just feels weird considering how much they're at the forefront of other games, like Borderlands. Okay. Hey there.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only use rollouts.
Akila City. It looks like a quaint town, but it's got problems as big as any other city.
Right. Yeah, like a nose grub display on the loose. Why is it out here? Who can say? Whose nose is getting grubbed on? There we go. I'm just gonna kick it over here. I'm afraid to, like, pick it up. Might get in deep doo-doo. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh fuck, I fucking knocked it back. Can I just hit it with a little bit of a foos?
Any comments? Questions?
Holy shit.
Good.
How did... I shot it and it went behind me. Okay. Nobody mind this. Look, I'm only cleaning. I'll have to do. Okay. Laredo Caper. Over here. There we are. Good. This is where you were? Remember, we overheard them and never actually just saw them. Okay. Emily Cartwright and Annie Wilcox. What's up with you two?
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
You're real nosy, kid. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah? Well, maybe I'll be keeping my eye on you too. Okay, nice to meet you.
Is it? Or are you just saying that? See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official.
You must be pretty good to earn a title like that. Get lost, kid. Go play or something. Ranger Emma Wilcox? Is she your mother? What does a Ranger Surveillance Assistant do? What is she, your mom?
That's right. She's a senior ranger.
Wow, what a loser.
She's in charge
It's your
of
mom.
me and all the other rangers. Well, except Diego, because he's a senior ranger too. Oh, and the marshal. He's in charge of all the rangers.
Okay. What does a ranger surveillance assistant do?
I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the rangers.
What a fucking
It's
snitch.
easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city.
Oh my god, you just snitch on people? You just hide and snitch? Jesus. Alright. Well, you must be pretty good to earn a title like that.
I'm the best ranger surveillance assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list?
Wow, welcome to Akila. Even the kids are cops this time. I don't plan to cause any trouble, if that's what you're asking. It's none of your business. Follow my own rules. What list? What list?
My list of people who
Someone's
might be
screaming over there.
troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list.
Oh, okay, officer. Okay, Ranger fucking Annie. Why don't you go look over to our left? Sounds like there's people screaming in distress. Probably another Ashta. Yeah, by the way, did you know one snuck in? Bet you didn't see that, huh? Bet you didn't see that? I killed it with my friend, Beachbod Barrett. We saved everybody. Alright. I don't plan to cause any trouble, if that's what you're asking.
That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it.
I mean, I don't think I do, really.
Akila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger surveillance assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open.
My god, Annie, you got your own Barney Fife over here. If there's a criminal loose, I'm game to help. Alright, I'll bite. Tell me what this is about. Why don't they believe you? Wait, you're not a ranger, are you? Why don't they believe you?
Because they're dumb. I gave security whole list.
I should have you fucking court-martialed for that, Annie.
They barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them.
Wait, you're not actually a ranger, are you?
My mother is Senior Ranger Emma Wilcox. And she said that I am a ranger surveillance assistant. Ask her yourself.
Alright, I'll bite. Tell me what this is about.
Certainly. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me.
Mr. Sneed. That doesn't seem like a coincidence. Tell me you at least have some proof a crime was committed. Are you sure this character is a thief? Are you sure this character is a thief?
I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny.
Maybe he's just
He was
weird.
trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief.
Oh my god. Tell me you at least have some proof a crime was committed.
I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
Oh, shit.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights. Like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you.
I'll see what I can do. I can't believe I'm going to help out your harebrained schemes. Wait, he has a key card? How did you find all this out? He has a key card?
Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here.
How did you find all this out?
We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed. And suspect tailed.
Damn, they were on some LA Noir
Looks like
shit.
all the hard work is already done here. Do you think he spotted you?
I followed the suspect
Barrett,
all
don't
day.
entertain this.
He had no idea.
I say as I'm about to entertain this. All right, I can't believe I'm going to help you out with your harebrained scheme.
It's no scheme. You'll see. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
God, could you imagine?
Helping Annie's been the most exciting thing happening all year.
I mean, he probably really will be some sort of criminal or whatever. Because could you imagine? God, if this were like in Disco Elysium or something. Like, he would be an innocent guy, but you could like roleplay it too far. And you could fucking kill him. And you'd be like, yeah, kids. I don't think that guy was a criminal. But I fucking shot and killed him. Now you gotta help me cover it up, right? You're a cop, right? It's time to cover some shit up that we did wrong. Y'all ain't got any body cameras, huh? What the fuck? All right. Let's head on up here. I don't know. Maybe they really will make him be innocent, right? But you can't kill him or whatever. How horribly fucked up and wrong can this go? You know? Judging by how Starfield has treated law enforcement so far, though, I feel like we can tell that this is going to go one way and not the other. But hey, I'm open to a surprise. Okay, how do we get here at midnight, though? We got any way to just wait? Shit, we need like a fucking chair, huh? Laredo Firearms, maybe there's a chair inside of their actual store.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
I don't know, it's horrible there. Nah,
So we had to
brother,
clean
it's
up the
hell.
range again. Why don't we just close it down? It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put the prototypes through their paces. It stays.
But you know, stretch trash will come back and loiter.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch.
Worse.
Lots of
Let
crime
them.
over there.
A few beer bottles and graffiti is the least we owe them.
Yes, Miss Lance.
Yo, hold up! Employee of the Month, Dusty D. Welcome to Laredo Firearms, located in beautiful Akila City. We pride ourselves in the craftsmanship of our weapons. In stock, Coachman, Tombstone, Razorback, Rattler.
Akila's
Special
one of the
orders
oldest
available
cities in the
upon
settled
request.
systems.
Employee of the Month is Dusty D. Look at him smile. Hell yes, Dusty D. Fucking do it, man. Jeez, y'all are... Jeez,
do your business and move
the employee to customer ratio is out of whack. It's freaking me out. I think they, yeah, they're customers too. They're just back there. Okay. Hey, should we talk to you first?
I think
Or
you'll
work our
find
way
that we
down
carry
here?
fine weapons of all kinds here.
Your weapons are made in the city?
Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building.
My
We're
God,
standing
really?
in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here.
Jesus.
As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality.
You're the owner of the whole Laredo company? Why are you working here?
When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings.
Yeah, sounds like a great plan for the company until you retire and then someone else takes over and they decide, I don't think I'm going to run shit that way. All right, I'd like to see your selection.
Let's get you set up.
Let's see here. Head Ranger. Head Ranger? Okay. The Prime. Oh shit, the Prime. Elemental. Randomly deals corrosive radiation poison and incendiary damage. Fuck yeah, it's the most unreliable weapon known to man. You can never count on it to do what you want. Right? Fuck, imagine you sold a weapon that did that, right? You never know what it's gonna do. Are you a fucking loose cannon? Are you off the fucking chain? Are you fucking erratic as hell, get a weapon that's as unpredictable as you. If you're a loose cannon, you deserve to be shooting one. Head Ranger, 25% increase in attack speed. Okay. What can you do? Yeah, advanced is the highest tier, I think, right? Advanced. Sure. Alright. Can I do some selling here? Sell from the ship? Yeah. Oh, goodness, what should I sell? How about this incendiary bullshit? Gonna sell it at a bit of a loss again. But hey, such is the way of things in Starfield, it seems. There we go. Good talk. What about you? Hey, yeah, Mr. Sneed. I heard you're a fucking criminal.
And we'll get along grand. Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
His voice actor sounds very familiar. I don't know what I've heard him in, but he sounds incredibly familiar. Oh, shit! I thought I was about to ring it. I didn't actually ring it. I just saw a bell. It lights up. I'm gonna ding it. And I just fucking took
Every gun gets
Wait, I can take everything in here?
You meet all sorts of
Hold up, he's not a thief at all. He's playing by the rules. Sure, he's picking shit up, but you can just do that in here, dude. Look, everything in here is just free, open fucking season. Oh shit, no. Back here. Okay, back here it's actually stealing. Alright, fair enough.
Just here for security. Please move along. Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
Okay, can I look at your scratch pad? Risha Lance, scratch pad. Why is it called Laredo if your name is Lance, right? I feel like it sounds like a last name, but maybe Laredo means something. Price point, a little high up on Bullpup. Stopping power, #1 by far. If you have to fight, people want one hit, one kill. Emphasize in marketing. More R&D. Sorry, like I said, still a little fucked up. New grip? No one cares. People either don't understand or it's not relevant. Boring matte black is the color to beat. Maybe get some sushi for lunch? Yeah, fucking boring matte black, I hear ya. Oh, I took it. It's free to
I'm
take.
pleased you chose to visit us today.
Okay, sure. Maybe they'll spice things up, too, with their matte black. Put a little red on top, too. Oh, we're getting a little dangerous today, huh? Uh-oh, our color scheme's getting a little too daring. Red on black. Oh, fuck. What will they think of next? Fucking A. Okay.
Hey, Dusty.
Oh.
If you're ever thinking to yourself, I could really listen to Barrett's dulcet voice right now, then instead of dreaming about me, stop by and say hello, okay?
Okay, Barrett, we travel together. That comes off as a line as if, like, he will say that to you on your ship.
Our very own Akila City.
Oh, okay. I mean, where else would they meet? Isn't this your all's capital? All right, Barrett, what's up?
You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic.
You don't get that sort of feedback every day. I'm mainly interested in Irvin's legal issues. Just like, fucking, Barrett, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm too invested in the Irvin story. I should get paid for these therapy sessions. How's it been therapeutic for you? Was this really weighing on your mind so much? How's this been therapeutic for you?
Well, I buried my pain about Irvin for so long that I needed a nudge and a different perspective.
This was really weighing on your mind that much?
I know. It didn't seem like it, right? Well, I was hiding it from everyone, including
Everybody's
myself.
got something going on.
I can see now how much it was affecting me. I know now that clearing Irvin's name would set me free from the grief.
Right. Yeah, fucking, I don't get the people who just, right, I feel like you're either very young or you just haven't developed empathy if you fail to realize that Yeah, every other human being in the world is complicated in ways that you cannot possibly fathom, right? Everybody has some inner turmoil or minutia going on in some weird way. Everybody's dealing with something, you know? So why not, when you're dealing with them, help ease the load as best you can. Unless they're a piece of shit. All right. Well, you know, let's be kind of nice, I guess. I am very interested in Irvin's legal issues, but you don't get that sort of feedback every day.
Well, just ask. Anyway, thanks for the support, Captain.
Well, we make a great team, Barrett. Don't get used to it. Flirt. Oh, I'm very supportive. Weren't you adventuring with Vasco for a while? That's, well, weird that we can bring that up here. All right. Weren't you adventuring with Vasco for a while?
Yeah, of course. Vasco is a fantastic co-pilot. He doesn't sleep. He reacts quickly. He's a fascinating friend.
Huh. Okay. Well, we make a good team, Barrett, or a great team even.
Used to not be so fond of teams, as I recall. Something about trusting individuals, right?
Did I say that?
A good team is a team where you trust everyone individually. So it checks out. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. I think I know how to move forward now. But I'm going to need your help. My contact sent a gift.
Okay. Tell me they found some real evidence. Your Cyberrunner contact? Were they Man, did I really tell them that I'm untrusting of teams or something? Right? That feels very out of character for me. Right? Both in-game and out-of-game. If anything, maybe I'm overly trusting, right? Maybe I'm too willing to take people at their word. All right. Your Cyberrunner contact?
Yep. My friend from Neon, who has helped me out more times than I deserve.
God, I can't imagine calling myself a fucking Cyberrunner in this world, right? Like, it'd be one thing if everything was like Neon, but it's not. There's fucking New Atlantis. There's fucking Akila. Could you imagine going to fucking Akila or any, like, major Freestar planet that isn't Neon and be like, well, yeah, I'm a fucking Cyberrunner. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You're a Cyberrunner. Sounds like some bullshit to me. What the fuck? I could not go around like expecting people to take me seriously saying, I'm a Cyberrunner.
Go on.
Were they detected?
Nope. They were confident about not being detected, but not like too confident.
Okay, well, tell me they found some real evidence.
Seems real to me.
Okay.
So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage.
Sounds fishy. Insurance seems pretty standard in cases like this. How much money are we talking about? How much money?
Now, they claim they had to ditch the whole mine and all the equipment inside and construct a new mine with new equipment. They were reimbursed for all of it.
Okay. Sure, sounds a little fishy. Why not?
It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. Tons of money. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. Remember Ellie Yankton on Gagarin? She was Irvin's lawyer back in the day. So she already knows the case in and out. And it just so happens she said she'd be glad to look over our evidence.
Oh my god, there was reactivity to us already having met Ellie Yankton before? Holy shit, what? They put in reactivity for that? Oh, that is so wild. That is so wild and makes so much sense for them, right? They'll give you reactivity for having gone and seen Ellie Yankton, Esquire, at Gagarin Landing. Barrett will give you a crumb of reactivity for that. Of course they would do that. All right, let's go talk to this lawyer then, detective, with a capital D. I don't want to get dragged to court.
Need a moment?
Can we trust this lawyer? What's her reason for helping us? Can we trust this lawyer?
Yes, I believe so. Every case she's worked on has been in the interest of regular, everyday people. She doesn't seem to be in this for the money.
I agree.
I mean, heck, she said she wouldn't even charge us for the initial consultation anyway.
Right. I mean, she'll probably, you know, Barrett, if we blow this case wide fucking open, she'll want a cut. Believe me. All right. What's her reason for helping us?
Irvin's case was her first case, she said. She always hated how it ended. And she's now got 2 decades of experience behind her for a rematch, too.
Okay. Well, let's go talk to the lawyer then. Detective.
Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold?
Obviously, yes. We're both detective. Why are we capitalizing detective? No, definitely not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Barrett?
I swear it was a cliche in old detective novels. You have the hard-boiled detective who's seen it all, and the optimistic assistant who wants to save the world.
You know what? After Fallout 4, I have to wonder. Is there someone, like, on the quest writing team or whatever at BGS who's really into, like, pulping, like, noir detective shit? You know, because they really dialed it up with Nick Valentine, right? And here we're getting a little taste of it, right? I wonder if there's a crossover in specifically who wrote, like, the scripts and all of that for Nick's quests and interactions, and then Barrett here as well. Okay, well, we're both detectives.
Damn right we are. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she reviews it and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try.
Okay. Can we send her all the evidence? Did you ever hear more about Irvin's apartment? Can we send her all the evidence?
Yes, I've already arranged for my contact to drop off the evidence at our office.
Okay. I thought we would also meet the Cyber Runner at some point. Did you ever hear more about Irvin's apartment?
Oh, yep. I've got a key card for it. But I don't know what condition it's in.
Uh-oh.
It's been 20 years, but I got the ventilation and power turned on, so I think it's safe.
What are you worried about, like black mold or something? Barrett, we got like spacesuits with armor plating that can survive being shot at with bullets and lasers and rockets. You think we can't handle a little fucking poor ventilated apartment? All right, let's go talk to that lawyer then, Barrett.
Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we've found so far to the lawyer in Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective.
Okay. Oh, Barrett considers... Oh, Barrett is now undismissible. Well, shit, I guess we better do this, huh? Okay. Alright, well, shit. Let's head on back to Gagarin.
Gonna be looking for an apprentice, sir.
Maybe by the time we finish up on Gagarin, it'll be midnight here on Akila. God, could you imagine if that was actually the case? If it actually took a matter of, like, hours on Akila? I mean, it's possible, right? Akila's a decently gravitational planet. Or high-grav planet, I should say. It's gravitational. Akila's got some grav going on. Oh, shit. I'm too close to the ship now. What a fool I am. Okay, head up to the cockpit. Good, good, good. Okay, let's take off. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that beautiful sky.
Sound like our own ship exploded or something because of the other one enacting its landing thrusters.
Orbital insertion completed.
And then, let's bring this up. Breach of contract. Set a course. Let's land at Gagarin Landing. We thought we were out, but they pulled us back. Okay. You cannot board an enemy ship if there are other enemies engaging you in combat. Right. Could you imagine if you could? Okay. Good. Good. You know, I have to wonder how much restraint it took them to actually do all of the docking stuff. I have to imagine in, like, the early planning phases of Starfield, there was much ado in the planning phases about how you want people to, like, board and unboard from your ships and whatnot. Because obviously, like we've said, especially in the UC, there is so much obvious Star Trek influence in Starfield, right? Like, they are layering on the Star Trek thick. You know, like, if you've watched, with any seriousness, any Star Trek series or even film, you would know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that they're taking, like, a lot of inspiration from Star Trek. In Star Trek, you don't normally dock in such a way, right? You beam. You know, everybody's beaming onto stuff. Beaming up, beaming down. Everybody's beaming all around. And you know what would save you a ton of animation and, like, effort and, like, just shit overall with building ships and whatnot? Just beam people around, you know? Don't have to worry about docking and, you know, interfacing with star yards and star stations and space or starships. Landing even. You don't even have to land. You can just enter orbit and you just beam down, right? You don't even have to worry about having proper landing gear on the ship after it takes off. You just keep it in space, you know? Just beam down, beam up. I don't know. Maybe they were thinking that's a little too Star Trek, right? They want a little bit of their own thing going on, right? Wanted it a little bit more grounded, right? Because true enough, with the whole beaming situation, there's always some fun conversations to be had about the ins and outs of how the, like, transporter works in Star Trek, you know? Fucking A. Everybody always wants to talk about, like, oh, can I beam poop out of my body or whatever? When people get beamed, is it actually a clone? Are they being killed every time? So, you know. Maybe they just wanted to avoid that whole situation, decided to just, you know what? Let's make this a problem for our engineers, our software engineers. All right. This is why Starfield ultimately got delayed, because of the Creation Engine 2 taking so much longer, right? The Creation Engine 2 took so long because they didn't want to do beams, right? They didn't want to beam people up and down, right? They like, no, we want to avoid this. We cannot have this whatsoever. I know we might use beaming in Elder Scrolls 6. Obviously, we might do that, right? There's magic there. But here, fuck off. We can't do that. People are going to be talking nonstop about that shit. All right. Well, good Lord. I suppose when next we come back, we will go check in with Yankton once more, right? However, if you'd like to stick around, my God, it's about time we start reading and getting help, as it were, right? How about we start from the fucking top? Let me add this to my list. Afflictions. All right. Afflictions, status effects. Afflictions are listed in your status effects. There are two types of afflictions. Injuries are gained from risky activities like falling from a great height. Infections are gained from damage taken by creatures and biological hazards. Oh. Huh. Okay. Interesting that they don't mention environments, at least not yet. Severity. Basic afflictions have a single symptom. Acute and severe afflictions have additional symptoms. If you would gain an affliction, but you already have it, its severity worsens instead. For example, a fractured limb affliction would have only one symptom, such as intense pain, which increases damage done to you. A fractured limb severe affliction would have 3 different detrimental symptoms. Prognosis. A rating from poor to excellent describes a chance for your body to heal and remove an affliction. Oh, that's what prognosis means. without treatment. The better the prognosis, the greater the chance an affliction will heal. Afflictions have no chance to heal on their own until they reach stable or better prognosis. A poor prognosis comes with no chance for healing, but your prognosis will improve over time, from poor to stable, stable to good, and from good to excellent, increasing the chance of your affliction healing itself with each step. So, for example, a fractured limb with the excellent prognosis has a good chance of healing on its own, without treatment. However, the same affliction with a poor prognosis cannot heal on its own, and will have to improve to stable prognosis in order to do so. When the fractured limb improves to stable prognosis, it has a chance to heal on its own, but not as high of a chance to do so compared to the excellent prognosis. Note, gaining an affliction you already have will reset its prognosis back to poor. For example, if you have a stable fractured limb, you will fall from a great height and receive the affliction again. The existing stable fractured limb will revert to poor. Treatment. Afflictions have icons representing the type of injury or illness you have contracted. Aid items that display the same icons when viewed in your inventory will cure the matching afflictions. For example, if you're suffering from burns, you have an orange flame icon on your watch. Heal Gel, an aid item that treats burns, displays this same orange flame icon when viewed in your inventory. This means that this item will cure your burn affliction. When viewing an aid item in your inventory, its associated treatment icon will be displayed under the item name, and the types of afflictions it treats will be listed in its effects. Doctors, located throughout the settled systems, can remove all your afflictions. Right. Conceptually, I do really enjoy Starfield's affliction system, right? And I generally enjoy affliction systems overall. But I find the problem is there's just so many, and it's hard for me to parse what each affliction does, especially at the basic level, you know? Not the, like, acute or severe versions, but just a basic version of it, or whatever it's called, baseline. I think the most obvious is like, oh, you fractured your limb, which we just had, and thus our carry weight went down. But when we have like hypothermia or something, some shit like that, or like radiation exposure, I don't really, it's not conveyed to me in a very effective way to know like, okay, this is the unique sort of debuff associated with this affliction. Right? I know every so often we get a cough, but I don't really fully know, like, yeah, sometimes when we cough we, like, lose health, but it's not that big of a deal, right? I would love to see them not abandon this system, but more so refine it. One of the things I really fucking thought was clever and super into is how they handled radiation in Fallout 4. I thought that was fucking, like, ingenious. It was such a better way of handling the like debuff effects of radiation relative to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, right? Because in 3 in New Vegas, it was such a situation of it being like, oh, you're irradiated. Most people will log hundreds of hours in those games and could not tell you at all the difference between the different tiers of radiation, aside from when you max it out, you die, right? The different incremental debuffs, nobody fucking knows that, right? Realistically speaking, only some wild-ass hardcore nerdlingers could tell you each individual tier of that radiation debuff. Whereas in Fallout 4 and Ergo 76, they have it to where as you're playing and you build up radiation, your health goes down, right? It's very obvious on the UI what the hell is happening. You get to see it as you're in an irradiated area, or as you pop some sort of defensive measure against radiation. You get to see it either accumulate really rapidly. It's scary, right? It plays into the UI. You get this whole audio visual feedback as well with the Geiger counter and with the UI building up. And it has like real ass repercussions, and like it makes so many cool, fun choices with like, oh, are you gonna eat this partially irradiated food? You can, it gives there to be a fun choice, you know, where it's like, oh, you could eat this fucking, what are they called? Dandy Lads snack cakes or whatever it is, off the ground, and it'll heal up some of your damage, but you'll also decrease your max health. I thought that was such an ingenious way of them handling it in Fallout 4. Honestly, it kind of reminded me of, at the time, Dark Souls 2. It's sort of debuff for dying a bunch in a row because they also decrease your max health, right? But this sort of, the way radiation played in Fallout 4 made it feel like it interacted even more with the environment. You know, when you walked in an area that was more irradiated, right? You walked by some sort of fusion generator or whatever that was on the fritz. You went into the glowing sea, shit like that. It was very cool, right? And you could even have it to where the rad storms kicked in, and then whenever a lightning bolt from the rad storm kicked in, your radiation spikes a little bit. What a cool and amazing touch. I would love to see them have this Starfield sort of affliction system given that Fallout 4 refinement and treatment process, right? To where maybe it doesn't make perfect sense, right? Because certainly the more incremental debuffs from 3 and New Vegas, it does feel like it makes more sense, right? But it's so much cooler on a game level, on a game like mechanical level, to have it to where you just see that red bar filling up and pushing down your max health, right? It feels, it's a system that you can so easily parse, right? Even a person completely unfamiliar with games as a whole, you can see what's going on. You get the audio visual feedback. You see rads popping up in red, and then also the redness in your health bar, same color, all that shit. It works so well. I don't know how you do it. You'd probably need extra meters or something on your watch, because you could have it to where there's meters for, I don't know. I don't know how you would do it. You would need to clutter up your meters, your like UI a lot more, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Or you have like effects crawl in on the edge of your screen, right? As you have like hypothermia, you move a little bit slower and there's something like creeping in at the edge of your screen. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. You could show like your encumbrance depicted as a meter or something, right? And have that also get debuffed as you have a fractured limb or whatever. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure how you pull it off. And maybe you need to really rehaul it like they did from 3 in New Vegas to 4 in 76. Like I said, it's a fantastic system, I think. But I would love to see them do it here with this, right? I love all of the different afflictions and how you can get a whole bunch of different shit going on with your body. But like I said, at the end of the day, most of the time it doesn't matter, right? The only time it's really made a difference is just recently when we fractured a limb. Every other time we've gotten an affliction, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to look for the color, right? It has like very little meaningful impact on me as a player. The affliction situation is like, yeah, sometimes I cough, right? I don't even know. I have to check actively my UI and all of that. I have to go into my menus and even be able to begin to discern what the affliction is actually doing to me, right? Whereas in Fallout 4 and 76, when you accumulate rads, you instantly know what the fuck is up, right? It is conveyed so quickly and easily to even the most fresh-eyed, bushy-tailed player, right? And like I said, it works so well, just sort of conveying that information through your UI, right? Like I said, you go into a high rad area, you pop rad X, you can see it not progressing and filling up your bars much, or while you're playing, if you've hotbarred rad away, you can just see the red bar diminish as the rad away is working. You know, it's very good. It's incredibly good. I think 4 and 76 do not get enough credit for that specifically, right? Like, we always talk about how cool Power Armor is, but there's some cool stuff there too as well. And like I said, I would love to see them take that sort of ideology, that design philosophy, and apply it to the afflictions, rather than just sort of rolling them all up into one sort of affliction system or something like that, right? Make it to where it's easier to parse, and also it's easy to tell at a glance, like, what the fuck this is doing to your character, and make it have like a meaningful difference. Shit like that which of course may imply you need to make it a bit more harsh, right? Maybe these afflictions and stuff, they need to be a bit more debilitating, right? I can't help but think back also to our time in Fallout Survival, or not Fallout, Skyrim Survival, you know, when we got cold, which eventually ended up not being a problem, but that's how it is in all these big games. Eventually, or early on, and this was, of course, even before they nerfed it, because it was probably overdone, but you could really tell how fucking hellish it was that you were getting cold in Skyrim Survival, right? We went so slow. It was nightmarish. We could barely even pick locks. In fact, we couldn't in many instances because we were so cold. We almost died several times because we got too cold. I would love it if they could apply a similar situation there with the affliction system, you know? And maybe they did have it originally and they dialed it back, right? Like I said, maybe they got gun shy on it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe a survival mode version for Starfield will come out and we'll have sort of a more heavy duty, more like hardcore original vision situation for the affliction system. I'm not sure, right? But for instance, one of the things I really fucking love in Starfield, here's a great and easy thing. We have an O2 meter, right? We have a stamina fatigue meter that fills up in two different ways. God, we're really going over time. This video is going to come out even later than I was hoping, but I can't fucking shut up, right? We've got meters here already. We've got our O2 and CO2 meter. There could be a situation where, and granted, like I said, it won't always make perfect sense, right? I think this is part of the issue, is like they're trying to blend realism with their sort of like game logic, you know? But you could see instances where it's like, oh, maybe your O2 bar, it gets the max capacity gets debuffed on a more permanent basis, like when you have CO2 filled up, you know? And maybe there already exists in the game a debuff that does that, and we just haven't incurred it yet. You could also have it to where CO2 starts coming in immediately, right? Rather than after you have fully depleted O2. CO2 starts immediately as you're depleting your O2. CO2 starts building, right? You could have shit like CO2 is just already there, baseline. Of course, like we had said, your health bar, shit like that. I think there's a lot of opportunity for that, right? And maybe you just need more meters, right? Because like we had said, it seemed as if they were going to have more shit to do with like, it seems like vacuum tape was going to be actually used. If I had to guess, right? Purely conjecture. If I had to guess, vacuum tape would be used to patch up your spacesuit, right? Maybe there was similarly vacuum tape being used for like patching up your weapons, but I don't think so. I think it would have just been for like the armor rating and like environmental protections on your spacesuit. But also, it seems like there very much could have been, especially since this shit was in Fallout, and you've got this watch that monitors all of your vital systems now. You know, in Fallout Survival, they had thirst meters, they had hunger meters, sleep. There was even adrenaline, where if you were awake for a certain period of time getting kills, your character got better and better at killing, right? And of course, 76 also had stuff like that. And I thought they did a pretty clever way of dealing with it to make it a lot more forgiving for new players, is they got rid of all the debuffs for it, which I think is fair enough for a non-single player game where you can't like fully customize your whole situation, right? In 76, they have it set up to where it used to be, if you were hungry, you got a debuff, right? And if you were full, if you ate enough food, you got a buff. They changed it around in 76, like last year or so, to where if you're if you're hungry, you no longer get a debuff. If you're starving, you no longer have any sort of debuff or whatever. You do get active and pretty decent buffs in combat if you are properly fed, right? And like I said, easier to extrapolate that or like build out that system in a single player experience where you don't have to worry about like, yeah, we've got this system set up for everyone, So it kind of needs to be friendly enough to, like, less experienced players who are coming into this fresh, or, like, players who just do not have that degree of game literacy, you know? So you need to make some sort of, what do you call them? Compromises in your system design there. But, like I said, in Fallout 4, they had all this shit going on, and I feel like the Watch is kind of the perfect way to just already layer on a whole bunch of data for players who want that sort of experience. Like, I would be totally into it if they did that shit with survival mode and have it to be like, yeah, hypothermia doesn't make much sense, but if you're hypothermic, you get hungry way faster. Your hunger meter is just always debuffed, ergo you're hitting hunger debuffs like baseline, something like that, you know? Or, oh, you've got heat damage, you're always thirsty or whatever, right? You can never be fully quenched with your thirst, thus you always have that debuff active, right? Something cool like that. I don't know. Like, it's a lot to say, just do it, right? Just make the system cool like you did with the Fallout 4 radiation system and all of that, you know? It's so easy to just sort of, like, armchair develop the game, you know? But I think they 100% have it in them to do it. Because, like I said, I really liked how they did it with Fallout 476 with their health meter and shit filling up. I thought that was really fucking good, right? It was so good, they fucking put that shit in Skyrim Survival, right? Skyrim Survival also had it in a sense. Not with radiation, but with, like, cold and being hungry and shit like that, like we had seen. Would love to see it come back in some fashion or another, right? If you were too sleepy, you weren't good at casting magic. Shit like that. Give me some more bars. I don't mind. I love meters and stuff, right? I think the only situation in which it's too much is when it becomes like EVE Online or whatever, right? But for these, like, there's sorts of games, I'm all for it. I'm 100%, like, give me fucking more of that shit. I eat that shit up. I'm a little fucking nasty guy. All right, sorry, I got fucking sidetracked talking about this for a million fucking years. Sorry, I'm just into it. I quite like this shit. All right, when next we come back, we're going to speak with Yankton, right? We're going to visit the lawyer here again. Until next time, please take care of each other.